Hey guys, Brady here. Um, Now the next couple parts are just gonna be a little bit jumbled up. It's gonna be like a little bit, uh, what's it called, screwy a little bit, like like the second, third act of Batman v Superman. Yeah, that kind. Not everything is it's well organized, but I took everything off my shelf and it's kind of out of order just a little bit. I still got the tees with the tees and stuff like that, but I don't know. The way I took it off my shelf, I didn't do it correctly. So we're just gonna start off with the Z's. Zero Dark 30. The X-Men Experience Collection, which comes with X-Men First Class, X-Men, X-Men 2, and X-Men The Last Stand. World War Z. The Wicker Man. Not as intentionally hilariously bad like people say it is. It's still a terrible movie, but I didn't think it was as hilariously bad as people say it is. But it's definitely worth seeing Nicolas Cage running around in the bear suit punching people. It's worth that. All right, we're gonna start with the. You know what? White House Down. I know this is a guilty pleasure right here. Whiplash, phenomenal movie. Didn't want to see it at first, and then I saw it, and I loved it. I love Whiplash. Can't give this much. I can't give that movie too much praise. That's how great it was. Volcano, Vampire's Kiss, and High Spirits. I got this just for Vampire's Kiss. This is the movie where Nicolas Cage thinks he's a vampire, so I was like, oh, I want to see this movie, and I guess it came with this movie too. So that's a plus. I might watch it. It has the lady from the Vacation movies. Beverly D'Angelo, I think, is in it, and Steve Guttenberg. Valkyrie. The Usual Suspects. Universal Soldier. U-571. Tron. I don't have Tron Legacy yet. I didn't like it, but I am a completionist, so I'm gonna get Tron Legacy when I get the chance. Not now, not next year, but soon. I don't know when. The Transporter and the Transporter 2. I think I enjoyed Transporter 2 more than in Transporter. Transporter Refueled, on the other hand, that's a really fun action movie. It's cheesy, it's stupid, but it's tons of fun. I think it knows what it is, and it does it perfectly, in my opinion. I don't own Transporter Refueled. I want that movie. I really did like it in a guilty pleasure kind of way. I haven't seen Transporter 3 yet. I heard not too many good things about it, and it's also not Fox. It's fucking Lionsgate. So, yeah. Next up is Transformers Revenge. No, Transporter Age of Extinction, and it's opened. So yeah, I've seen it. I actually don't like this movie as much as I thought I did. I saw it and I was like, wow, this movie was fun. Saw it again on DVD, on Bluray. I was like, it's okay. It's not that great. My friend, well, one of my friends is actually giving me their Blu-ray copy of Revenge of the Fallen. So he says he's giving it to me on sometime this week when we go back to school. That sounded wrong. Training Day. Denzel Washington plays a different role. He's a bad guy in this movie. He did it well. The Towering Inferno. Haven't seen this movie yet. I heard it's one of the best disaster movies ever. Although it's not about earthquakes and natural disasters and shit. I wouldn't even say it's a disaster movie. It's just a building catches on fire. That's pretty much like what Backdraft is, isn't it? It's a firefighter movie. That's what this is. I heard. I wouldn't really say it's a a what's it called, movie, a disaster movie. At least not in my book. Both Total Recalls. I know Total Recall was terrible. This one, I mean, was terrible, but I like both of them. Well, no. I like the Arnold Schwarzenegger one. The Colin Farrell one was complete shit, and that's pretty much the only line, word they ever say in the movie is shit. It's shit, 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 shitty, shit, shit, shitting, shit, shit, shit. It's like, okay, can you use any other words than that word? It's literally the only curse word they use in that entire movie. Oh, and they said the F word once, but yeah. Every other word in the movie was shit. Top Gun. I'm not sure. I'm weird for noticing that, but whatever. THX 1138. This is George Lucas's first movie. It's rated R. It stars Robert Duvall. This is the year before Godfather came out. Another movie well, John Flippick owns the DVD to this movie. I'm not sure if he still has it, but yeah, it's a weird movie. Oh yeah, this was okay. It's a dystopian movie too. It takes place in this dystopian world. The Thing, not as good as I was hoping. Actually, you know what? I have to watch this again. I don't know. After watching Chris Stockman's review on it, I actually kind of want to see it again. I also want to see the original and I guess it was a prequel. There Will Be Blood. Thelma and Louise, which is one of my least favorite Ridley Scott movies. Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. I'll just put that down right now. No, maybe this... Shit. Fuck. Maybe this won't be as screwed up as I thought it would be. Yeah. Terminator 2, Judgment Day. The Terminator. This is the new release of it. This is when MGM was like, hey, we should release all of our movies and put them inside a red case. Thank you, MGM. I really appreciate it. This is fucking awesome. Look at that. That's so cool. That's in red. I love it. I love it. They do the same thing for Mad Max and Roadhouse. Those are the only ones I noticed. The Terminal. An okay comedy directed by Spielberg and stars Tom Hanks. The so-called Taken trilogy. Yeah, that's 2. See, and take 3 in. Taken, great movie. The rest, these 2 movies, especially part 3, are guilty pleasures of mine. I have, like I said, there's tons of guilty pleasures in here. Oh, and now we're getting into the S's. The Sum of All Fears. Star Trek Into Darkness. Stargate. I've only seen this once, and that's the day I bought it, which was 4 years ago, I believe. 3.5 years ago. So, yeah, it was like September 2012, around that time. That's when I started collecting Blu-rays. Was in the middle of 2012. Actually, summer. Stand By Me. And Speed 1 and 2. Speed 2, terrible. Speed, great action movie. A lot better than his other action movie that came out in the early 90s, which we'll talk about soon. I didn't care for Point Break. I know a lot of people liked Point Break, but I didn't care for it that much. You're like, oh, it's a great action movie. There was hardly any action in it. Yeah, there's a shootout or two, but I don't really count that as an action scene. Spectre. Source Code. The Sound of Music. The Sorcerer's Apprentice. The Silence of the Lambs. Shutter Island, Shooter, The Shining, Here's Johnny, Seven, What's in the Box, What's in the Box, What's in the fucking box? Love them. Love this movie. Love Seven. Scream. Scream. I have Scream 4, but I put it in here. See Scream, Scream 2, Scream 3, and Scream 4. Yeah, I know it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit because it's not like the other disc, but who cares? I did the same thing with... The fuck was that? The Guardians of the... not Guardians of the Galaxy, Die Hard. My least favorite film series of all, well, and horror films at least, Saw. These movies suck. I'm sorry. I was super excited. I was like, I love gory movies, and the gore looked too fucking fake. If you want to watch a good gory horror film, watch Final Destination. Don't watch Saw. Saving Private Ryan. Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. Cheesy as hell. Salt. The Rocky Heavyweight set. They just re-released this set and called it Rocky Heavyweight Set 40th Anniversary Edition or something like that. This was $25 at Walmart. Actually, this is the last time I've ever went to Walmart. It was when I bought this. That was like November. I haven't been to Walmart in a while. I gotta go back to Walmart. Actually, fuck Walmart. Running Man, The Rock, RoboCop, the RoboCop trilogy. RoboCop 3 is terrible. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. I want the Disney Robin Hood and I want the Universal Robin Hood. I want to see I want to see the Ridley Scott Robin Hood again. I've seen it when it first came out in 2010. Hated it, but I don't know. Maybe my opinion might change. So I really need to see the 2010 Robin Hood again. Prince of Thieves, fantastic action movie. Cheesy as hell, but fantastic. If you haven't seen this movie, buy it. It's like, what is it, like $5 or so on Amazon? Buy it. It's a phenomenal. Well, I shouldn't say it's phenomenal, but Kevin Costner doesn't even attempt to use a British accent, but it's good. It's a good movie. Road to Perdition. I actually have that in the Blu-ray player right now. I like it so far. It's really good. It's directed by Sam Mendes, and it also stars Daniel Craig. Daniel Craig has a small role in this movie. Rising Sun. Rise of the Planet of the Apes. And Reservoir Dogs. And that concludes part 3, unfortunately. I'm sorry, guys.